So, time for our update video on Bronny James. Why am I making these videos? Because people like them. Unfortunately, that's just the thing. People do, in fact, like to watch the Bronny James videos. I wish I didn't have to make them because why else would I be talking about somebody who is, let's be real, a mediocre G League player who is a permanent member of an NBA roster getting paid, what, I think is it like $2 million a year to be a mascot and sell jerseys. Like, let's be real. That is what we're getting. We're not really talking about anything else. We're not really talking about a basketball player right here. We're not really talking about a basketball player. But at the end of the day, what we have to talk about here is the fact that at basketball, which is what he's supposed to be getting paid to do, he is regressing. And that is, so all the people being like, look, Bronny's going to be an NBA player. Like, Bronny's going to be an NBA player. Oh, you know, it's just a heart attack. And by the way, fair play to him. On a human level, fair play to Bronny James. Like, so many things are admirable about Bronny James on a human level. The way he bounced back. And look, I'm going to be real. Even if you didn't deserve it, if you got offered your dream, and even if you knew it was only because of nepotism, you would say yes. How many people, I can guarantee you, let's just say if 2,000 people watch this video, I can guarantee you that there is a non-insignificant amount of you that have been offered a job via nepotism or a connection that you were not qualified for, and you said, fuck it, I'm going to learn on the job. That is basically what Bronny's done. So no harm with Bronny. But the Lakers keeping him in the job is getting a bit ridiculous. Because, I'm sorry, he's getting worse. He's getting worse. A year ago, in the G League, regular season, he averaged 21.9 points per game. This year, albeit he's played 2 regular season games, 15.5. The percentages are high because he's not really done much. Assist to turnover ratio is okay. But if you look at the tip-off tournament where he played 6 games this year, he was averaging 9.5 points per game on 35% from the field and 21% from 3. Coming back from 36% from the field and 21% from 3. And also a 4.7 to 4 assist to turnover. So basically, almost a 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio as a point guard, while being minus 4.5 on the floor. And I get it. This is only the preseason of, it's the tip-off term, G League. He's only played 2 actual G League games. Bronny James, and if you look at his NBA stats, the man's minutes have gone up 1.5. He's gone down 0.7 points per game. His 3-point percentage has gone down. His field goal percentage is still at 31. At least he's averaging more than an assist a game. But like, he is absolutely just becoming a garbage time minutes player. He's becoming garbage time minutes, and that's a bit of a, like, and there's no point in that. So you're looking at a kid who's not developing. He's not developing at all as a player. He's not developing in terms of his skill set. He's not developing in terms of finding an NBA role. He's become a worse shooter. It's like, if you look at his defense, he is like, this is the best way I can describe him, is he's not dumb. He's not dumb by any means. But he, almost like prime LeBron, like, there are certain things you can do when you are a freak athlete. There are certain positions you can stand in. There are certain coverages you can make when you are 6'9" athletic that you can't make when you're 6'1" athletic. He, for some reason, plays like he's LeBron. So he would be doing things that are smart reads if he was 10 inches taller. But because he's not 10 inches taller, it's a dumb play. And then look, he makes kind of young mistakes. I don't really mind that. But he's not a dumb player, but he is the dumbest player that people think is this savant level smart IQ. Like, and that's why when you look at so many NBA players, you can do an awful coaching and you can spot Bronny James and see what he does wrong. And you can just be like, okay, he's the dumbest player ever. But it's like, You can do that to every other player. You can individually nitpick everyone on defense, and you can look for their negatives over the course of a game. With Bronny, the difference is that most of those guys you don't consider high IQ players. Bronny just got called this defensive beast and high IQ player because he wasn't very good in offense. People needed a label to put on Bronny James for him to be an NBA player. Like, people started saying he could be Avery Bradley. I'm sorry, Avery Bradley? Like, other than that spell where they were calling him Plavery Badly, he was exceptional. For the Celtics, he was so good, Ray Allen got benched. Like, he's one of the main reasons Ray Allen left the Celtics. As well as that, you've got Davion Mitchell. And I'm like, did we not watch what Davion Mitchell did in college? He was as great of a pest of a defender as I've ever seen. Bronny is an average NBA defender, but offensively, he is closer to the level of EBA in Spain than he is the NBA. I'm not saying he's EBA level in Spain on offense. I'm just on a spectrum. He is a Leb Silver import level offensive player, but an average NBA level defender. To be as bad as Bronny is on offense in the NBA, you need to be literally a generationally great defender to break a rotation. He's an average defender. He is a fine G League player, but the problem is that fine G League players don't really stick around. Like, they sit on the bench in the G League getting paid $30K a year. Prospects and future NBA players for development, or players that are way too good to be playing in the G League and just don't want to play overseas because they want to keep their NBA dreams alive. Like your Drew Timmies. Like when Jimmer was there for a while. Like Andre Ingram. Those dudes and young developmental players, they're the only ones that play. Bronny's neither of them. Bronny's not this ultra high level G League player, nor is he going to be a young prospect eventually becoming a player. So like in 3 years' time, Bronny James is going to be at the end of bench in G League. Not by merit. We're seeing he can play in the G League, but just the way the league runs. And I don't know when LeBron's going to retire. I think next year LeBron's going to retire. I also have this weird feeling that Bronny's never going to make it to a second contract. I genuinely don't think he makes it to a second contract. I think Bronny gets... I think they just let him go at the end of this first one. Because let's be real, what's the point? What is the actual point in keeping Bronny James? Because you've already sold all your jerseys. He's been with the Lakers for 4 years. LeBron's been with the Lakers for 4 years. Or been with the Lakers for a decade at this stage. He's gone. And there's no reason to have a player who's not good enough. And also is not only not good enough, but is like no longer basically a support blanket for your former franchise player. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.